Gareth Southgate will be formulating a game plan for the World Cup quarter-final against Sweden. Getty Images England desperately lacked a clear playing identity for more than a decade, but at long last they have one under Gareth Southgate. A modern and flexible formation, playing out from defense with calm authority and fast counter-attacking, are the core tenets of this New England, who are preparing for their World Cup quarter-final since 2006. There is a fine line to tread, however, between sticking to the plan and predictability. The need for a Plan B is one of football's most overrated maxims. Is anyone seriously missing Andy Carroll? But as England progress through the tournament, opponents will start to work them out. In fact, we have seen this unfold within games. Tunisia dropped deeper and switched to a back five in the second half of the opening game, and England struggled to pick the lock. When Colombia remembered they were a football team after the 70-minute mark of Tuesday's last 16 tie, they pushed England back and caused problems. Nobody wants a coach who flip-flops at the first sign of trouble. We are looking at you, Jorge Sampaoli, but there are subtle changes Southgate could make to squeeze England past an obdurate Sweden team. Having described the England dressing room post-Colombia as like a scene from M***ASH, Southgate may have little choice other as injuries and fatigue take their toll. England vs Colombia. Player ratings: England play a variation of 3-5-2, but in possession this can morph into something like a 3-3-2-2 with Jordan Henderson a one-man midfield with Jesse Lingard and Dele Alli advanced. Southgate has referred to his attack as a front four, which tells us how he views the division of labor. Lingard and Alli have the freedom to make runs past Kane, who dropped into a number 10 position constantly against Colombia, or to occupy the spaces between the lines to receive the feet. This gives defenses a problem. Try to condense that space and you leave plenty of green grass in behind for England to dart into. Drop off and Kane, Sterling, Lingard or Alli can receive in turn. Given England's results, who could possibly quarrel? The formula does place a strain on Henderson, however. As my perspicacious colleague JJ Bull picked up on after the Tunisia game, Henderson is left on an island on the same horizontal line as the wing-backs. Jordan Henderson has a key role in England's build-up play. Henderson had possibly his best game in an England shirt against Tunisia, with his raking switches of play, releasing runners and catching the eye. The Liverpool captain completed 54 of 64 passes in the opening game, with 27 of those accurate passes played forward. Against Colombia, however, Henderson completed just 33 of 46 passes, a scratchy completion rate of just 70%, with only 17 accurate forward passes. Playing a more orthodox midfielder such as Ruben Loftus-Cheek or new dad Fabian Delph should help matters, giving Henderson another passing option. Too many moves broke down in the middle third against Colombia. Alternatively, Southgate could pull and Pep Guardiola and push one of the wing-backs in there, but that looks an awkward fit. Delph or Loftus-Cheek's inclusion would mean an attacking playing dropping out. Which brings us to, stand Dele Alli down for a game, clearly struggling with the effects of a thigh injury. Alli was well below his best against Colombia. In bigger games for Tottenham, Mauricio Pochettino tends to employ Alli as a second striker who can apply the finishing touch to moves with his elusive movement and knack for being in the right place at the right time in the penalty area. Simply, Alli does most of his best work without the ball, not with it. He is not unlike Aaron Ramsey or Frank Lampard in this respect. Dele Alli is battling to prove his fitness in time for England's World Cup quarter-final. Reuters: that's fine when you have Moussa Dembele and Christian Eriksen taking care of the ball, but England do not possess midfielders of that type or class. For England, Alli is asked to get on the ball and stitch play together a little more, which has never been a strength of his. With so much rotation, you cannot pigeonhole any of England's attacking players, but moving Alli up to Sterling's role and dropping the Man City winger a little deeper could be mutually beneficial. England will have to work in confined spaces against a packed Sweden defense, and Alli might be best saved for a day where there is more space to roam. Why is Sterling playing? Shouts the man stood in front of you in the pub blocking the television. Tap him on the shoulder and politely inform him it is because he is practically the only dribbler in England's squad. England are not dribbling enough in Russia. In the absence of a true midfield playmaker and a time machine to take Jack Wilshere back to 2011, England must find a way to create more chances from open play. Beating defenders with a dribble takes a piece off the chessboard and disorganizes a packed defense. Southgate's team completed only 6 take-ons against Colombia, testament perhaps to some of Colombia's excellent one-on-one defending. By contrast, Brazil completed 15, France 14 and Belgium 16 in their last 16 wins. Granted, England cannot commandeer Neymar, Kylian Mbappe or Eden Hazard in time for Saturday, but they can improve on their Colombia efforts in this department, and Sterling is who they will look to. The short corner. 7 of England's 9 goals have come from set pieces, with Southgate identifying dead ball situations as key to tournament success. Although England's penalty against Colombia was won at a corner, there are signs England's proficiency from set pieces could suffer from diminishing returns. Belgium's Thibaut Courtois came out and dealt with any delivery that was too floaty, while Davinson Sanchez and Yerry Mina won some vital headers last time out. Just 2 of England's 7 corners against Colombia were won by an England player, while Southgate's side also appeared to target the back post with most of their deliveries. That might be a sensible policy against Sweden, who have 6'4" striker Ola Toivonen screening the near post. Sweden are one of the tallest teams in at the World Cup, and England now have a reputation for their strength on set pieces, so why not try a double bluff? A short corner taken quickly while Swedish eyes and arms are on Harry Maguire. 2 strikers in tandem, Marcus Rashford, Jamie Vardy and Danny Welbeck, have had quiet tournaments, but England might need a contribution from one of them if they are to realise their World Cup dreams. Rashford took his penalty well in Tuesday's shootout, but has been used sparingly. Vardy is expected to miss out against Sweden with a groin injury, but has looked a bit of an odd man out in both the warm-up games and the tournament. The slower tempo and deep defenses of international football seem unsuited to the Leicester striker. Welbeck is for emergencies only, but the summer will not be truly satisfying until he shins one in. Will Southgate call on Marcus Rashford? Credit Reuters. Who are we to question the nation's waistcoated darling? But Southgate is yet to display a match-changing piece of in-game management, or at least a visible one. In fairness, he has not needed to. England stuck to their guns against Tunisia, were off into the sunset by halftime against Panama, and nonplussed about turning the Belgium game around. Southgate's decision to introduce Eric Dyer against Colombia paid dividends in the end when he buried a winning penalty, but England's game fell apart for a while following his introduction. Had the result gone the other way, Southgate would have been criticised for inviting pressure and being unduly negative as England protected their lead. If England find themselves in the same position against Sweden, it might pay to freshen up England's attack instead and take advantage of the gaps desperate opponents will leave. World Cup newsletter promo. End of article.